Hi everyone, it's me, Dana from Dana's Antique Goodies. Welcome back. It's been a while, yet again. Sorry about that. So, yeah. The title of the video being, what? Dana's Dumpster Finds. Found some really neat things about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I'm now just getting around to making a video on them. Things that I found, So, yeah. Let's move on with that. I'll, I guess, explain the rest. I mean, I don't have to explain myself, but I will anyway, I guess. Because why not? That's what makes the videos interesting. Right?
Hold on to your broomsticks, boys and girls. This broomstick ride is about to get really wicked.
Ta-da! It's my dumpster finds. Got Mr. Pumpkin, Mr. Ghost, and, Miss Witchy? Instead of just Miss Witch. Miss Witchy. Let's get a better look at 3 of these guys. So right off the bat, this isn't no Casper the Ghost. Maybe it's Casper the Ghost's long-distance cousin, This ghost here, like his little swoop. Got a pumpkin guy, as you all know. I already got a pumpkin guy. No offense to this one right here, right in front of me, but kind of like the other one a little bit better. But this guy, he's still rocking it. Not a big fan of the blue and white striped shirt underneath his dark blue overalls. But hey, if it was up to me, maybe it should have been black underneath, as if he had like a black shirt with blue overalls, or maybe just all orange, like topless, like one of them sexy cowboys in those calendars for all those lonely farmer women out there, where they have like no shirt and they have like a 6-pack going on with just the overalls and the big cowboy hat. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like how his leaf, the vine, or what's left of the vine for the pumpkin to grow, has been left on his head and resembles some sort of hairstyle there. I was to say haircut, but hairstyle. He has a little cute little nose, like a puppy dog nose, but it's upside down to make it look like the triangular nose on a typical face of a jack-o'-lantern. Kind of talking a little quick here, I don't know why. We got the witch. Has a big hat, big long hat, big blue eyes. Much like with his color coordination with his the color coordination with his shirt, the shirt on the pumpkin guy. I don't think her eyes should have been blue. I'm thinking they should have either have been like a bright yellow or, well, purple. Green and purple, or green and yellow, something like that, instead of these big blue Barbie doll looking eyes. And then she has this really crazy looking frosted white and neon pink looking hair, like a cool granny, trying to be hip and cool, almost like Napoleon Dynamite's grandma. Her hair wasn't dyed or anything. Well, maybe at that age, just for the movie, it was, because it was probably naturally white or gray. But like those really cool grandmas, it was like those trailer park grandmas that have like all the funky different colored hair, like the short hair, but it's like pinks and purples and blues and greens, you know what I mean? Something like that. And we got her mouth, which is kind of beat, and it looks like a corner of her mouth has actually been cut. Not even ripped, but cut. So here's this side, and here's the other side. She has a nice big red bow. Her dress, this is what on her dress. Don't demonetize me. Demonetize me, YouTube, for showing me this. Yeah. Nah. So she has, excuse me, those bloomers on. And these big black Looney Tune looking shoes. Oh yeah, and also Casper the Ghost's long-distance cousin has also a ribbon too, but it's on the back of him. I don't know why, but if it's on the front, it's usually meaning that he's a boy, and if it's in the back, it's a girl. Well, hers is in the front, but that's because she has like a dress going, on and stuff. He's just a ghost. Maybe it's a girl ghost, because it is pink. It's behind his head. You know, like the Aristocat cats. You know, the boys had their ribbons in the front of their face. Or, yeah, neck, like the witch here. And then the girl cat, the little white cat, had the pink ribbon. And it was in the back. You know, on the back of her neck. So, maybe it's a girl ghost. Just doesn't have any eyelashes. It's funny, though. Back when I was a kid and I used to watch, like, Johnny Bravo and stuff. Or any cartoon, really. But that one in particular stuck with me. The guys didn't have any eyelashes, which would usually indicate that they were a guy. And all the girls usually had, you know, the lashes. So they were girls. I don't know. And then I grew up and I realized that both men and women have eyelashes. True story. But, let's cut to the story. Before I hurt my back with sitting here for so long, because I like to explain just every little detail. So let's try to make this story short, but not short enough where I come off like a jerk and I'm trying to, like, you know, speed up the video or anything. For all of your, displeasure. Alright. So it was just another typical day, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, when I acquired these three. And I was in the car with my boyfriend, Jamie, and we were riding on back from his parents, and I'm going to say "and" a lot. Boy, I'm terrible at explaining things, aren't I? Alright. So I was in the car with Jamie. We're riding on back from his parents. And since, of course, I wasn't the one driving, I was in the passenger seat, just, you know, sightseeing, you know, all the scenery and whatnot, all the different houses that we were going, you know, passing by with the car and stuff, going down the road, like you do when you're in a car. And, there's a really old house, and outside that really old house, there was a dumpster. And it was one of those, you know, more short type dumpsters. I'm gonna say maybe a 20-yard dumpster, where they're high, but not like skyscraper high. Because I personally had, well, I rented a 30 and both a 40-yard dumpster to clean out my childhood home and, you know, this house I'm currently in, my grandmother's home. But, I know the 10-yard dumpster and the 20, you know, they're long, but they're not, you know, as big as that, you know, hold as much. So, had to have been a 20-yarder, because his parents actually had a 10-yarder, and it was very short. We were able to fit a lot. It was really long. The 20-yard, I'm, what, 5'3". It was, almost a little over my head, if I tiptoed and stuff. So, I'm gonna say 20-yarder. I think I'm getting a little too much into the whole dumpster thing here. Anyway, so when passing it on by, I saw something orange, round and orange, sticking up at the top of the dumpster, like laying just at the top of it. So my curiosity, of course, got the better of me. And I asked Jamie if he could turn around, and check this out. It might have been a loss, or it might have been a good gain. And he says, well, we have nothing better, we have nothing really better to do today. So yeah, let's turn around. Because if you miss that chance now, you aren't going to get that chance again. Basically is what he said. So we turned around, we went back, and not only did I find him, of course, but I found her and him or her as well. And as you could see, they're both, three of them, it's not two, it's three, are all very, very clean. And that's because they were all at the top of the dumpster, like just laying there. And what was underneath them was a bunch of closed garbage bags, just the regular run-of-the-mill black garbage bags. They were all tied shut, some, loose cardboard, and some other house-like materials, like walling and stuff, empty paint cans and stuff all underneath that stuff. So basically what they were laying on was the cardboard, you know, all the loose cardboard and closed garbage bags. It looks like they were all just freshly thrown in there. And my question to that person is, how could you just throw these guys away? I mean, there's the Salvation Army, the Goodwill, eBay, you know, anything like that. But lo and behold, I came across them. Thankfully, I did when I did because it could have rained. They could have threw more trash on them, and, you know, not the good kind of trash, like open bags, and it would have just got all gross and disgusting and whatnot, you know? So they were just recently of, you know, probably that, well, yeah, that very day. Because it looks like no one was home, you know, to continue working on cleaning it out before, I guess, you know, renovating it and then, you know, putting it up for sale and stuff. So they must have just been there earlier that day, and they're, you know, laying in there since. I kind of had to wiggle the pumpkin guy out by his hips. And then the other two were kind of just thrown beside him. But, yeah, I just don't know who could ever, you know, throw these guys away. Looks like they were probably in the, I'm gonna say, like, the attic, because they're not dirty enough to be in the basement. And I know for a fact that that old house, much like the house I'm currently in, the house I used to live in, probably didn't have a finished basement. So they would have been pretty nasty, unless they were in bags. But if they were, you think they would have thrown them away with already being in the bags, you know, like, usually people that have things like this have like a big clear bag that they put them in. So, but this guy, like I said, there had to have been some sort of moisture, maybe a leak in the ceiling or something, because he has some little leftover mold spores, spots, some stainage to his feet here. But overall, these guys are pretty clean. They don't really have any funk to them. A little bit of a musty smell. Almost comes off like some sort of chlorine smell. So it must be like fading away, because it was a little bit more pungent than that when I had them in the car. Oh, you could smell it. But as of now, when you actually go to put your nose up to them, it has that musty smell, but almost like a chlorine type smell. It's a really weird smell. Can't quite put my finger on it. So it must be dissipating, which is a good thing. But let's get a better look at these guys. But yeah, rescued these guys, and I plan to keep them. So let's get a good look at the ghosts. I feel like a printer. Or fax machine. Is that what a fax machine sounds like? It's like the Jaws, you know. So he has two big black eyes. Or are they black? I don't know. I'm getting freaked out here. I don't know. Looks like he has like kind of a ring. I don't know if you could see it. Yeah, there's the ring. Unless I'm just seeing things. Kind of creepy, actually. He has a big bulbous nose. Stitching is a little wonky. But, hey, what can you do? He's already dead. Not much more you can do for him, right? This is the back of him. So, it looks like they were recently, well, not recently, but bought a while ago. I have these. This almost looks like something you'd see at the Goodwill, like yellow tags, red tags, blue tags, white tags, pink tags, you know. So what were they, bought and then just disregarded and thrown in the trash? I don't get it. Why? Just take them back to the Goodwill, you know? But that's where I'm thinking they came from. Goodwill, Salvation Army, something like that. Probably the Goodwill, because that's usually what the Goodwill goes by, is those. I mean, the witch has it. Yeah, the pumpkin guy, he has it up there. So, he has about, he has about 3 of these in his, left shoulder. Oh, wait, and a 4th one. Wait, no, it's a clear one. It's not yellow. So we got that. And we got the witch, which has only 1. This is the underneath of her. Her nose, she has a big, you know, bulbous looking Squidward nose, or almost looks like a Pickle Rick. Got this. I like the sound of this. There's some stitching going down her dress. Should have gave her buttons, but that would have been too much detail, right? Her arms are a little wonky. Looks like something right out of Adventure Time. And her hands, I know it's supposed to be like that mitt look, but it's like a heart. A green heart. We got her flowy looking dress. Big shoes. Her undercarriage. Let's go and look at the back of her. Need 2 hands for this. So see, here's her really pink looking hair. Looks like something right out of the, 60s, 70s. Her big bulbous hat. Looks like the half of a crescent moon. It's the back of her. Wow, some more stitching. Looks like some of her thread's actually coming out. Or thread stuffing. It's the back of her. And then we got this guy. Again, one of these things. So much like the witch, she has some fine scratches to her eyes, but not as intense as his. I mean, again, he's old, he's worn, he was left to rot in some dumpster. Or actually, no, he was thrown in a dumpster, and then the dumpster would have been taken to the dump, where he would be left to rot. Unless those dumpster guys knew it was good, and they take them home with them. And he has a nice, soft, felted mouth. He has these big mitts. Oh, geez. Look how big they are compared to hers. Hi, how's it going? Has these little overall straps. Instead of going up and around his shoulders, they just go right into his head. Has these big feet. And he has black under his feet. Kind of weird. Does that mean the bottom of his feet has been carved out? Much like his mouth. You know, his eyes, nose, and mouth. It's messed up. This little nub. This is the back of him. Here's some of this stitching. And yeah, his overalls, he's really soft and fluffy. I have yet to delint them, you know, go over them with the lint brush, because I'm sure there's quite a bit of lint. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. Wish there was more to show you all, but yeah. Got Mr. Jack-o'-lantern. 2 hands, sorry. Sorry, I can't make this perfect. Oh, geez. Made my whole cabinet shake when I threw him against it. We got him, and I really like to pick them up from their more delicate spots or areas. Like, I don't really want to pick her up from her hat because I'm afraid it's going to, like, misshapen it in, like, his swoop. I don't even like doing this. But you can't really do so much when you have just one hand. Pick her up maybe from the sides of her hat. These guys gotta go back in the attic after this video. Because it's only June. Not even close to Halloween. I mean, every day is Halloween for me in a way, but just some things maybe it's best to be put away until then. But yeah, got the witch, the pumpkin, and the ghost. Yeah, that's it. Also, random, but got some side pain. Probably from just talking. But something I want to tell all of you. Probably one of the reasons I've been slacking on my videos. Not that I'm lazy or anything, but I guess it's a very common thing nowadays for a lot of people to label laziness as. But I do suffer from depression, and I just don't really feel like keeping up with the videos as much as I should. It is a hobby of mine. It's not really like a work schedule, but so I don't really see myself like, you know, getting a video out like I should. I try as if, you know, as though it were a schedule, because with the people that do view my videos, I hope that maybe they look forward to seeing them when a new one comes out. But I don't know, I just feel like a jerk in some way for not keeping up with it like I say I am and should and whatnot. But I'm trying. Not only will you have this to look forward to, but my other video of me giving that poodle toilet brush holder a good scrubbing in the kitchen sink of all places. Yuck. But I got them really cleaned up. Now I just have them put away for the time being until I decide to either restore them, give them some eyes, you know, some vision, maybe a pretty little ribbon and a new toilet scrubber, just for decoration. I won't even use them, but, you know, it is a toilet scrubber holder, so I would put just a new one in there just for display purposes only, you know. But until then, this is it for now. Yeah, you know, I don't know, but, like say you take a nap. You take a nap to feel a little bit more energized, right? But you take it and you wake up and you still feel like real tired, or you feel even worse than you did before, right? That's kind of how I've been feeling as of lately. Just as though I've been taking a nap or I took a nap and I just don't feel any more energized than I should. I mean, I've been eating good, exercising, showering for the most part, even though I still don't yet have a shower. I said I was only going to do it once, but I'm still taking a shower outside. And I don't get all aroused up. I'm in my swimsuit. It creeps. But, found a new method instead of just using the hose water. I have some sinks in the cellar that, you know, were for washing dogs back in the day. My grandma had some dogs, and she'd take them down there to wash them in these sinks. And I cleaned the sinks out a while ago, so they're not, like, dirty, gross, and crusty. They're just empty and unused. And I hook up a hose to the faucet so I can get actual, like, warm, like, shower water. And it makes it a little bit more tolerable to do so, even if it's not a hot day and it's a little bit more of a cooler day with a breeze and stuff. I don't have to burden anyone with using their showers, but I really should, because I'm living like a caveman. But I'm just trying to keep clean, you know? Story of my life. But, yeah, I don't know. I just always suffered with some form of depression. Don't know why. I should be happy. I mean, I have a roof over my head. I have Jamie. I have my mother. I have my cats. But something inside me just makes me feel so down and alone and misunderstood, and leaves me feeling drained and tired, and, you know, I have just such a lack of energy. I'm still able to do things, clean, cook, eat, exercise, talk, do things, but I just feel tired, groggy, which I guess is what depression is like, but I don't know. Me in particular, it's just how I've been feeling. I didn't mean to make the video, you know, depressing or anything. Depressing. But, I don't know. It's just how I've been feeling. I don't know. Want me to be all fake-like and say, hey everyone, I'm feeling great. The sun's out, the birds are chirping, yada yada yada, you know. I'm not gonna sit here and say everything's sunshine rainbows. I'm not gonna be here like, I'm so sad, and, you know, everything sucks, you know. Not gonna be like that either. Kind of in the middle. It's whatever, but, But, yeah, it took me, like I said, about 2 or 3 weeks to do so after I got these 3 guys, so. Work guy and gals, maybe. Still think he's a boy ghost, but judging by the color and the way his ribbon is on him, you know, being that's towards the back of his neck, I just say maybe this ghost is actually a girl ghost, which definitely a girl, boy, pumpkin, that. Don't give me none of that stupid stuff. Well, let him decide. It's an object, and if I think it's a boy or a girl, then so be it. I think it's a girl because of the ribbon. Doesn't have to have eyelashes not to be a girl, or a dress like this witch. But it's pink, and it's on the back of its neck, so I'm going to say it's Girl Ghost. And that's definitely a boy pumpkin and a girl witch, so yeah. My ghost, so I get to decide, you know? But yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more. Bye-bye for now. Oh, I didn't stop the recording. Oh.